I find it extremely important to work with these students because I see those people change. To me, that's an opportunity to help them grow in their spiritual life, in their education, to receive quality education where they are, without leaving their ministry. The students report back to us and they say, "You don't even realize what kind of changes you have contributed to in our lives." Sometimes we cannot even immediately see what is going on. I'm a tutor and I oversee about 1,300 students right now. I help them with their academic process, I assist them when there are difficulties, I answer their questions, I give comments and feedback on their papers, and I also try to motivate the students. Feedback is extremely important. If they experience the feedback, they know they need to continue with their education. The tutor's goal is to help them with their growth.
The students at TV Seminary, this is probably one of our most precious jewels. Out of 4,000 students that we have right now, Russia has only 800. I think there's about 700 students in Ukraine, 300 or 400 in Moldova, and some Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. Right now, by actual number of studying students in Russia, we're the biggest seminary in former Soviet Union. People know about us. We much work in every evangelical church right now. They watch something of our materials. We have over 2,000 hours of different courses free on our YouTube channels. We don't even advertise our courses. 50 to 100 students apply for us every month. We grow much faster by number of students that we have ability to take care of them. If we would do the advertisements, we can have 3 or 4 times more students. We just don't have finances enough and the people and tutors just to take care of the students we have right now. We went to one church and asked them, "So how does your pastor, when he started study?" And the people in church said, "What did you do with our pastor? He watched the internet before, but when he started study with you, he started much better preaching. He grew up in the knowledge." He said, "He's 5 head ahead of us." When you have a residential program, but then students, when they finish 2 years later, he'll forget half of it and he'll become pastor later. He can twist it a little bit when he delivered to the church. In our case, pastor said, "I'm watching course on Wednesday and I preach on Sunday." So that's the dream of every president of a seminary, how he can influence, not just create the students, but the students take right to the field, to the church, without losing the correctness of information, without twisting it. I remember myself sitting at the class at Trinity Evangelical Seminary and listening to these great teachers, professors, who's been here for years. In America, you had the seminaries for decades. You have studies, you have research, you have the people who can answer all these questions. And my thought was, how we can get these teachers to Russia, to the people of the former Soviet Union. They could never come to America, never can come to study here. And it was just an ache in my soul. I was introduced to Jim and Lois, and their idea was, we need to start a Bible college. They were not sure where they're going to do it and how they're going to do it. They thought they're going to do it in Moscow. In 1997, there was a law passed that you cannot do any Bible college without connection with the local religious organizations. And I knew the friends in the Kursk city, and there's pastors and the churches there that were very strong. And I said, "Hey Jim, let's go to Kursk and see. They have the new facility built next to the church, so let's think maybe we can start a Bible college there." He liked the idea, and that was, in the beginning, was how the Trinity Bible College started in Kursk. And I think I remember when we developed the first course, in 3 months we got, on top of 30 students that was in the Bible college, we got another 80 students who wants to watch this VHS tapes, and we didn't know why they like it. And I remember one woman came, said, "Oh, do you have more?" I said, "Did you watch them all?" I said, "Yeah," and that was like 3 VHS tapes. They had 3 or 4 hours each tape, so I think at that moment we realized it's working. We thought we're going to do just a little places around Kursk or maybe a couple others, and then we realized, wow, it's going beyond our understanding, imagination, the wildest dreams. So people start copying, and it's just going everywhere. And go to the Moldova, and we heard people from Ukraine and other places, they say, "Oh, we're watching this course," because everybody knew Russian from the Soviet Union. sadly say that right now, after almost 30 years since the perestroika, the religious freedom, especially for evangelical churches, is squeezing more and more. I think just the last year, we had Moscow Baptist Seminary was shut down. This seminary was stayed for 26 years. And the Evangelical Baptist Union is one of the main evangelical union in Russia. There's a certain trend that they need to shut down evangelical churches. I know the 3 churches, the main churches in Tula, that was ordered to be demolished. It was full finished building. So they say, your registration is not right. You registered some in the wrong place. That things happens right now that never happens in the last 30 years. I'm afraid we might become the only seminary who do the systematic education when all the physical schools that exist will be shut down. Our servers are in Germany and in America, so we can run the seminary from any place in the world because it's just the passwords and things, it's a knowledge. You can replace the equipment very easily. It's the people who can do it. It's not just us as people. We can be destroyed a long time ago. I just see this kind of red line that God put it because there's so many oppositions right now already destroyed, and some even the seminaries with the bigger buildings than ours. I think God in a certain way protecting us because we can really influence Christianity. We can really deliver the truth much farther than other places and include non-believers. I was so blessed that God take me one time to the Trinity Evangelical Divinity Schools. We can reach many, many more people in the world with this partnership and with the people that God sent us. So I think it's just the beginning.